Hi, everyone. I don't know if you could hear me. Oh my gosh. This is a reminder to everyone not to jump into male dominated sports or physical activity just because you want to meet guys. It sounded very nice in theory. So today I tried CrossFit at a different studio, which I think was actually a fake CrossFit studio. They changed their name. They're called Split Fit. Do not go there. So I showed up at this CrossFit. I was 5 minutes late. The whole class is in Croatian. And so I kind of just jumped in and started following some girl next to me. And then the instructor realized that I was not Croatian. And she came over and started trying to teach me how to do squats. She handed me this 20-kilo barbell. And I am not really great at squats. I mean, I think I'm in decent shape. I'm definitely not some strong CrossFit dude, but I do yoga. I walk probably 2 or 3 hours a day. I am decent at yoga. Anyway, we started doing squats, and I told her, I have trouble bending down really far when I do squats, so I've actually done personal training before, but I'll just show you. You can see. Okay. Well, basically, I just cannot bend down very far. I can go that's about it. And then otherwise, I just bend over. So I don't know what it is. Maybe if you're a trainer, you can tell me why I have trouble with squats. But they're just challenging for me. I mean, I can do, all right, well, if my legs are turned out, I can do very deep, all the way down squat. Here, let me show you. But then when I try to do them like this, that's just my body. I'd love to improve. So anyway, oh my gosh. So she was trying to tell me to do these squats, and I'm holding this really huge barbell behind my back. And she kept on telling me to go lower, but stay straight. And at one point, I'm not kidding you. So I'm like, okay, this is as far as I can go straight. She's like, no, you can go further. And then she just pushed me, and I fell on my butt. This huge 20-kilo bar fell on my cervical spine right here, here on my cervical spine. And then I don't even know what she did because I was kind of stunned sitting on my butt, also my hand. And then it dropped on my C7, and then somehow, I don't know if she was trying to give me the barbell back or what, the whole thing landed right here on my head, and I'm just sitting there stunned. And then all of a sudden, there are all these really hot men standing around me looking like a complete idiot who just fell over because of squatting. Improper, incapable of bending. Oh, squatting. I'm so sore. Okay, so then I'm freaking out, okay, because I'm just sitting there, and it didn't even hurt that much. It was mostly just stunned, and I was really scared that I might have injured myself, and everyone was saying, are you okay? Are you okay? And I kept on saying, yeah, I'm okay. It's fine. But I was crying, and then I was embarrassed I was crying because when I get stunned, I cry. So after that, I think that this woman thought that I was incapable of doing any exercise, so she just kept on following me around, made me do a ton more squats, and then just followed me around for the whole exercise class, even though I told her, please pay attention to the other people. Oh my gosh. So I just felt kind of stiff. And then the class finally ended. I was a little bit concerned, what is happening in my body. I kept on apologizing to her. And then the next thing that happened is that the class ended. Thank God. It was some people were pretty nice, but it was just really awkward. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be dating any of these men anytime soon. But okay. So, all right, I don't think I have a concussion. I'm okay. But basically what happened is then I said, how much do I owe you for the class? And she said, oh, don't worry. The first CrossFit class is always free. Okay, and I know that CrossFit is supposed to be a place where beginners are welcome, and I am not an unfit person. I mean, I have areas of strength and areas of weakness, but I don't think anyone would describe me as someone excessively out of shape. I mean, I did classical ballet training for 16 years, and I've done yoga for 20 years consistently. I take 2 or 3 hour hikes every day. So she said, it's a free trial. I said, great. So I started walking to the door. Then she comes back to me and she says, I'm so sorry, but the owner said that you have to pay for a private session. Like, I did not ask that lady to follow me around. In fact, I asked her not to. And she dropped a freaking barbell on my head in the first class. So basically he's saying because I got so much personal attention, I needed to pay for a session. And I have to say, I think this is one of the things that annoys me most. Okay, the thing you need to understand about Croatia is, to me, it's kind of a society split in two. I mean, there are some people who are so warm and so generous and so loving. And then there are like my landlords, the people who work at my coffee shop I go to, hotel. And then there are some people who just want to milk every single dollar out of you. And this guy, for some reason, decides that this poor injured girl, I'm literally sobbing at this point, that he should pay me for a private session because the teacher gave me all of her attention after pushing me over, a barbell landing on my head. So anyway, I walked out of there, and thank God again for friends. I decided in my life that I needed a doctor who was a best friend, and I have one, and she's so wonderful. Oh, by the way, she also told me that if you're enjoying this channel, please like and subscribe, and do join our Substack community for intentional dating, love, and support, trueloveshow.substack.com. Please like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me tonight, because I'm joking about this, but it was really awful, and I hope I'm okay. Please pray for me that my spine is okay. I think what I was overwhelmingly filled with in this experience was just a deep, deep gratitude to be healthy, and I'm so lucky. I know that not everyone, some people watching are struggling with health, and I'm not, and it's such a gift. You know, there's this thing of finding a relationship that I want, but I'm so blessed with health, so blessed with friendship, and when something like this happens, I just feel so extraordinarily grateful for what I have. I feel like that could have been so much worse. So yeah, so anyway, I walked in the cold. I talked to my doctor friend for about an hour. She's just so loving and supportive and good. And she told me to go to my favorite hotel. And after she's giving me all this great womanly advice for an hour, I come here and I asked the bartender, he's about a 36-year-old guy, I was like, I need therapy, bartender therapy. And I told him the whole story. He looked at me and said, it's gonna be okay. Very standard, typical male advice, but it felt nice, and it was nice to have it in person. I think as a nomad, it's easy to feel very lonely. And then when something like this happens, it makes you think about other things too, like my friends who are having trouble now, and it just makes me really sad to see them having a hard time, and I want to fix it. You know, I don't like to see my friends feel sad, especially if someone's doing something to them. But I reached out to my dear friends, and they're so loving. And then I actually reached out to my former personal trainer. I stopped training with her because I kind of didn't have enough money, but she's just so incredible. If you're in Split, you should definitely check her out. Her name is Jess. She's a personal trainer in Split. You can look for her at I'll give you her Instagram in the comments. Just see if I can find it. Yeah, her company is Fit and Fucked, FIT, and FKD, and then and the Instagram is just FIT and FKD. It's such a great site. She's such an amazing trainer, and she really did push me, but she just brought so much emotional support to the process. And I told her about it, and she, even though she's about to have a child, she just took the time to write me this beautiful message validating my experience. and hoping it wouldn't turn me off of exercise. Basically a fitness coach should not push you. And if a class is advertised as a beginner's class and you're not able to do all the exercises, then it'd be great if there was accommodation for that. So in any event, I think I like to find the hilarity in all things, and this 16-step 4-part dating strategy, part of it is going to male-dominated events. And I would just say, if you're a woman, especially more of a dancer yogi like myself, don't push yourself too hard, too fast to jump into a mostly male activity. Although there were a lot of amazing women in that experience. So yeah, that's my update for today. I did an incredible interview today with a woman in her 40s who found love, and she's about to have a baby in her 40s, and she just had such an amazing perspective on how she shifted, how she met her person, what the qualities were like. And I can really start to see this shift from being attracted to more materialistic things to actually being deeply attracted to character, to high quality character. And when you go through an experience like this, which I was very lucky. I mean, it was just mostly shocking to my nervous system, but I was very lucky in that, I was surrounded by friends, that I didn't get more hurt. But it makes you think about how it can be really nice to come home to a partner who can be there for you and advocate for you. I did write to CrossFit International because I think this is an illegal gym that's being operated. And I will just say to you all right now, if you're in Split, Croatia, do not go to this place. I think they call themselves Split Fit, and they advertise themselves as CrossFit, but they're not CrossFit. And yeah, I just can't even believe that they would charge me for a one-on-one personal training after the instructor pushed me, injured me, and then followed me around class without asking for my permission. And just one thing that my exercise coach said that really moved me, I'm just going to share one line. She said, "Remember, this is a really bad experience, but exercise doesn't have to feel like that to work, and it doesn't have to shape how you go forward in looking after yourself." All right. Love you all, and wishing you just the best. Thanks for being here and for listening, for receiving me.